So we just got the brand new ReZero update, and one of the new units we got can do infinite damage. That's what we're checking out today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, maybe leave a like or subscribe. But anyways, let's get into it. Okay, hello guys. The unit we're checking out today is Echidna. And if you haven't seen what she does, she is a very complicated unit. Real quick here, if you take a look at her passives and abilities. Yeah, this is why people think ALS uses ChatGPT. But personally, I really enjoy complicated units like this one. I don't really enjoy trying to explain them, but if you're confused by what she does, and to give you an idea of what we're messing around with today, I'm going to try my best to explain her. First of all, I think it is very important you guys know where her personal damage is coming from. Her personal damage is going to be in the form of two different passives. The first one is going to explain that her damage is pretty much based on her SPA, in the form of tick damage every second. And from a different passive, we found out her range can increase her SPA, which is pretty much increasing her damage. For that reason, I'd recommend copying my build here most of the time to maximize her range. In some cases though, you can swap out the defense enchant for efficiency, because you don't want to reduce her SPA from the little 6% that defense is going to give you. For her skill tree, I'd recommend picking up the support one, because it'll give her a pretty good range increase without reducing her SPA. And she does also have an ability on placement that can increase her damage in the form of increasing her range and SPA, based on an ally that she will stun. And that is pretty much all we have for her own personal damage. Otherwise, she is mostly a support unit, with a multitude of buffing and debuffing effects based on the element of units in her range. If you want to get the most value possible out of her, I recommend running a team with a bunch of different elements on it. Any unit with a high placement limit or clones or summons is also going to help her out quite a bit. Mostly because of the requirement for an ability she gets on upgrade 8, which is going to buff her up quite a bit and make all of her elemental stuff a lot stronger. I hope that is a good enough explanation for what this unit does and how to use her. Otherwise, we're going to hop into the Sugar Rush mode and find out how she does in progressive stages. Here we are in the Sugar Rush game mode, and we're just checking out Echidna in a non-infinite, seeing how she does in a normal stage. I'm pretty confident she'll do pretty good, but you have to kind of lock in on the setup here. We're going to start off by placing down like my people that aren't Echidna. So Giorno's going down here, and like one over here, and we're going to put them on none. I don't want them attacking, and we'll go to 1 XP for now as well. But we've got a lot of enemies running past now, and they took a little bit of damage from our units, which I didn't really want to happen, but whatever. If I place down my Echidna back, I guess like right here. How much is she doing now? Not much. They're still going past me. Okay, what we're gonna do is place down my Kind King, and make sure to put him on none as well. I don't want anybody else doing damage really, as much as we can help it. We're gonna go to Echidna, use her ability, on King Bradley, and she wipes out the entire map. There we go. She has nuked everything. Not really nuke, but like, pretty much a nuke. What we did was we pretty much completely stole the range from King Bradley. Now my Echidna has infinite range, which also made her get the 2.79k SPA, and for every SPA there, of course, she's going to get more damage per second, so she's doing now like 2 billion DPS or something, close to 3 billion DPS already on placement. And because of the like summon people we placed down, Lulu and Giorno, we're gonna hopefully have enough time to delay until we can use that ability again, because we've got a bunch of stuff coming in to wipe out the stragglers. I'm going to go ahead and choose that card and upgrade her as much as we can. I'm not sure how we're going to do. We might not have enough like stalling potential from other units, but we do have Giorno now and Lulu. Hopefully with them combined with her, we'll be fine. But yeah, that is pretty much the entire strat for this run. We're using the Book of Overflowing Knowledge on King Bradley, which is giving us infinite range and pretty much billions of DPS. Okay, we're coming up on the end now. We've got 3 more waves left until the boss comes in. And I'm kind of wondering, how much is Echidna actually doing? Okay, 23 trillion. Not bad, she's doing the majority. But we do have, of course, Giorno and Lulu with their summons. Found out in my last video on like myth busting or whatever that having multiple placements on Lulu is very, very OP. For the card I'm choosing this one, doesn't really matter. And the boss should be coming in now. final boss should be here any minute. Here we go, 25 trill. What we're gonna do, Book of Overflowing Knowledge. Oh shoot, we don't even need it, she's melting. Or something's melting. Might be the chess pieces or the scorpions, but I don't know. We're going to Book of Overflowing Knowledge on Kind King. Boom. And she is melting that trillion boss now. 25 trillion. Melting down like that. And there we go. Very, very easy. Very simple setup to pretty much clear anything in the game. So, not bad. Now that was the progressive test, which I think went pretty well. Echidna is very strong. But what we're gonna check out next is infinite damage. And not like the screenshots that have been going around of exponential SPA, because that was caused by a couple bugs which were clones kind of reappearing and disappearing. The infinite damage I want to take a look at in this video is technically not a bug. I first heard about this strat from someone by the name of Koto-chan on Discord, so huge thank you to Koto-chan for showing me this method, otherwise I wouldn't really have this whole part of the video. Thank you very, very much. But that's enough talking now, let's go check it out. Okay, for the infinitely damage buffing part of Echidna, you can see my Garo here, 5.14 trillion, not bad. I mean, it'll keep going up, and I'll show you how we can make it keep going up. So with White-Haired Witch, mine is right now maxed out already. Once you get her Forbidden Arts, there's one huge important part. Pretty much the whole magic of everything is going to be from the healing magic, now affects all allies with no cooldown. Because what that refers to in her passives here, if we check on the healing magic one, magic creation would be right here. If a water element unit is in range, cleanse their debuffs and stuns with a 30-second cooldown per cleanse. That now has no cooldown. And here comes a very important part. She's going to apparently gain range, that part doesn't seem to work though, and convert that debuff into a buff. Now if we take a look at my 5 trillion damage Garo, what we're trying to do is debuff his own SPA. He has a lot of ways of doing that. Right now you can see he has 120% debuff. That is from one of his passives somewhere, I don't even know which one, but it looks like every 20 attacks he's going to debuff his SPA by 150%. I went ahead and just put him on none whenever that kicked in, and we now have Echidna trying to cleanse that buff over and over and buffing his SPA, which from a weird interaction because of his other passive, Fusion of God, for some reason he turns that buff into damage and crit damage. Now another crazy part of this whole combo, we pretty much have infinite damage on Garo now, but with White-Haired Witch Echidna, we can use this right here, and now she can gain SPA based on Garo's damage, which is pretty much going to be damage for her. If I use that right now on Garo, she now has 865 billion SPA, which means she's doing, what was the scaling on that, like 3 million per? Yeah, 3 million times current SPA. So when she had 800 billion, multiply that by 3 million, we get like, I don't even know, a lot. Yeah, she has infinite damage on top of Garo having infinite damage now. And the craziest part about this combo, as you can probably tell from what I've shown on Echidna before, this is going to scale up higher than when she copies infinite range. And I'm not sure what the actual like hard cap on the value of infinite range is, because it shows they have infinite, but they probably have more like 1,000 maybe, 1,000 range. Oh, I think I found the number. Okay, so the actual like numerical value of infinite range on most units is going to be 273k, or at least it is with King Bradley. We're going to keep copying Garo. I mean, this can, yeah, wipe out everything, pretty much go on infinitely, and give her infinite damage. We have 991 billion SPA right now. I don't think they meant for her to do this, but I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. Well, I think that's going to be all for the Echidna video. Overall, this unit is really crazy, and I'd probably put her way higher on my tier list if I could change it right now, to be like top 5. You might end up getting changed in the future. I don't know. Right now, Echidna is very fun though. One of my favorite units for sure. Anyways, thank you to my channel members for making this video possible. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one, and have a great day.